Okay, so hello guys, welcome back to the new video. So in this video, we're gonna make this modern portfolio website for your business and for yourself using the Elementor Flexbox container and also by using the WordPress. So let me refresh the website from scratch and let me show the demonstration of the website which we're gonna make in this video. So this is our hero section with the cool animation effect. So let's move to the next section. Here we have the grid section. Okay, so let's move to this section. This is our about us section which we have here. Okay, and here we have the download CV button. If you click on the download CV button, it will download your resume like this. Okay, so I will show you how to integrate this with the button on click. Okay, so let's move to the skill section. Here we have all the skills which you can mention in your portfolio website like this. Here we have all the project featured project section which you can mention here according to your projects, and this is totally responsive for all the screens. If I click on the arrow, it will move from left to right and also from right to left, and here we also have the animation effect on this. Okay, so this is totally responsive for all the screens, and this is our testimonial section, the website which you made for your clients, or if you want to show your clients here, so you can show here. And this is also totally responsive for all the screen, and this is a slider. Okay, so let's move to the next section. It is our contact us section. So here we have the form. Okay, so here you can mention your phone numbers and all, and these are the social icons or the social links for you, and it is our footer. And if I click on this top two button, it will take me to the top of the website, and if I go to the about, it will take me to the about section, then vice versa, skills, then projects, then same for the this section, and same for the contact. Okay, so let me show you the responsiveness of this website, and it is totally responsive for all the screens. So let's go to the inspect, and here I will show you the responsiveness of this. So you can see that it is totally responsive for all the screens. Okay, so like this, and if I go to the top, it will take me to the top. So let me show you the mobile menu of this website. So you can see that we have this beautiful menu for the phone, and it will only show in the phone. Okay, so if I click on the about us section, it will take me to the about in the like this in the back. Okay, and here we also have the download CV button. If I click on the download CV button, it will download the CV for us like this. Okay, so I will show you how to integrate all this with the links. Okay, so let's start the video, and we're gonna make this website from scratch. Okay, so for making the website, I have installed a fresh WordPress, and so okay, so let me show you the plugin which I'm using. So we're gonna use the plugins, the Elementor and the Elementor Pro only, and we don't need any plugin after that. Okay, so let me show the themes. The themes which I'm using here is the official Elementor theme, Hello Elementor theme. Okay, so and if you know the basics of CSS and the basics of the Flexbox containers, you can easily learn the Elementor. Okay, because the Elementor is totally based on the CSS Flexbox after the latest update, and it is also totally uh, and it also support the CSS Flexbox and the all the properties of the CSS. Okay, so if I go to the settings, so let's go to the settings, and we have to go to the feature section. Here we have to active some features. So let's active the nested elements from here, and also we have to activate the additional custom breakpoints if you want to do. And I'm going to activate the Flexbox container, and also I want to activate the swiper library from here. Okay, so these are the main things which we have to active from here. So let's save the changes. So let's go to the pages, and here we have to add a new page, and we're gonna start from the home section, the hero section. Okay, so let me remove all the pages first, and we're gonna make a fresh page. Okay, so let's go to add new page. Okay, so let's add a new page, and this is our default page for now, but we're gonna make this new page, and we're gonna set that page to that. Okay, so I think first I have to install the Hello Elementor theme. So let's get back. Let's go to the themes, and here we have to install the Hello Elementor theme. Okay, so let's install this theme. And the Elementor is totally based on the CSS. If you know the CSS, you can learn Elementor in a blink of eye. Because after the latest update, it is totally based on the CSS Flexbox and the grid. So if you know the CSS Flexbox and the grid properties, then Elementor is very easy to understand after the latest update. Okay, so let's get back to the pages, and here we have to add the new page. So let's add your home, and from the default template here we have to choose the Elementor canvas. After making the header and footer, we're gonna choose the Elementor full width, so it will show the Elementor canvas. So it will show the header and footer for us. So let's go to the settings, and from here go to the reading option, and from here in the static page we have to set the home page which we have just made. Okay, so now our all the settings are done. If you want to make an settings, you have to go to the permalinks, and from here choose the post name which is already set by the WordPress default nowadays. Okay, so let's get back to the all pages, and here we're gonna start making our website. Okay, so let's me open this in a new tab, and we're gonna edit with Elementor. Okay, so now we're gonna make this hero section first. Okay, so let's wait for it to open. Let's wait for it to open, baby. ये सब काट देंगे. खुल जा सिम सिम. चल 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 धन्नो चल 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 खुल. Okay, so our page is open. So let me continue this. This is the Elementor AI, which is coming to the Elementor, but we don't want to use the Elementor AI. Okay, so now we have to add a new section here. So let's add a new section, and from this section we have to go to the box, and here we're gonna choose the full width. Let's go to advanced, and here remove all the padding. Okay, so after that we have to make it dark. So let's go to the style. Okay, first go to the layout, and here I have to choose a width height for this. So choose the 700 pixel minimum height. Then go to the styles, and here go to the background color and choose the full black color. Then after that we have to drag and drop an image widget here. Okay, so let's go to here, and we're gonna upload the image. Okay, so for this we're gonna use this image. Okay, so this is loaded. So this image is right now very big, so let's do this, and we're gonna make this like this. So let's increase the height little bit more. We're gonna choose the 800 pixel minimum height, and let's go to the container, and from here you have to choose the flex row, then justify content center, and the align item center. So if you know the CSS Flexbox, so you will understand why I'm saying that CSS is very important. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to add a heading widget here, and we're gonna make the absolute. Absolute is again the CSS property. And absolute relative fixed or all the position property of the CSS. Let's write here. I am a UX designer, or you can write anything according to your professional. Okay, let's go to the style, and from here we're gonna increase. We're gonna change its color, and we're gonna use the same font here. So let's go to the inspect, and here we have to inspect the font. So the font which we are using is the train one. So go to here, and you have to search here train one. Okay, so now just increase the size. Okay, so after increasing the size, go to the text align center, and here you have to make this in the center. Okay, so after that, go to the advanced, and from here go to the position and make it absolute, and just you have to drag and drop this above this t-shirt. Okay, so let's increase the font size a little bit more. Okay, like this. So now we have to make this blur like this. So for making it blur, we're gonna use the custom code. So let's go to the heading, and here we have to start from the M and we have to finish till this. Okay, so here you have to enter the span HTML tag, enter that, and till this. Okay, equal to sign, and in the span tag open the style, and here you have to write opacity 0.7, or you can choose the opacity 0.5. Okay, like this. So the opacity will be low for this text, and same for this text designer. You have to start from the E and end it till the E. So again you have to open a span tag. So let's copy this code from here, and we're gonna paste this code before E, and we're gonna close the E with the span tag, closing span tag. Okay, so our first section is done. Just we have to add an overlay image behind that. Okay, so for adding the overlay, go to the main container, and from the style, go to the background overlay property. Here choose the background type. From here choose the image. I will give you all the images in the video description, so you can download all the images from there and follow along. Okay, so let's choose this image. Okay, so just we have to go to the position and make it center, and for the display size make it cover. This all are the CSS property: background size and background position, center. Okay, so our first section is ready. Let's update. Okay, so let's open this in the view page, and we're gonna make this. Okay, so let's move to the next section. Okay, so now for making the next section, we're gonna. Okay, so first one more thing, we have to go to this here in the settings, and from the styles, and go to the background type, and here we have to choose the full background color for our website. So we're gonna choose this blackish, not so black. We're gonna choose the matte black. Okay, just update. Okay, so our first section is ready, and let's move to the next section. And the next section is our what we offer section, which is the grid section. Okay, so let's start making this section. Okay, so for making this section, we have to just simply add a new container here, and we have to go to the main container, go to the advanced, and remove all the padding. Then after that, go to the layout, and here we're gonna choose the 1300 full width. Okay, then go to the advanced, and here we're gonna add the 100 padding from the top and 100 padding from the bottom. So 100 padding from the top and 100 from the bottom. Okay, after that we have to enter a text here. Okay, and we have to name this text our specialized. So let me copy this from here, and we're gonna paste it here. And after that I'm gonna choose the yellow color. So you can choose any color if according to you. So just we have to go to this plus icon, and from here we have to save this yellow color. Okay, so if we don't have to enter the hexa code again and again for this. Okay, so let's go to here, and here I'm gonna use the Poppins font. So I'm gonna use the two font here, Arial and the Poppins, and this is for the only for this heading for the hero section. Okay, from here go to the padding, and we're gonna choose the 400, and let's increase the font little bit, and we're gonna keep it at 20. Okay, so after that we have to add this. So we go to the divider, and here we have to search for the divider. So let's search and drag and drop this. So let's go to the style, and from here remove all the gap. Then after that we have to choose a divider color. So let's choose this color. Then go to the content, and let's see one more time. Okay, so this is not so much visible. So let's add a little bit more whitish color. Okay, so now it is perfectly visible. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to add this text. Go to the widget, and from here drag and drop the heading widget again, and from the navigator. So this is the navigator, it is coming from here. So if you don't know the navigator, it is very useful for capturing the section, the inner section of your website. Okay, so let's go here, and here we're gonna write the what we offer. And for the offer, you can see that it is a little bit in the italic, so we have to use the custom code. We're gonna start the span tag here, and we're gonna close the span tag. Then inside the span tag, open the style. So this is called the inline styling in the css. If you know the css, the Elementor is very simple. If you don't know the css, first learn the css, then you should go to the Elementor. Okay, so here we're gonna add the font style property, and which is italic, so it will be like that. And we have to make here font weight, and we're gonna choose the normal. Okay, so let's go to the style, and from here we're gonna choose the whitish color. And let's choose here Arial, and here we're gonna increase the font size. Let's make the font size 45. Okay, so if you want to make the offer yellow, you can also make the offer yellow. Just you have to go to this inline styling, and from here choose the color and make it yellow. If you want to choose the same color like this, so just you have to copy this hexa code from here, and just go to this, and in the place of yellow, paste the hexa code. Okay, so it will take the same color. Let's save it. So now we have to add this button. Okay, so for adding the button, what we can do, we can add a container here. So let's go to this container and make it full width, and in the advanced make it, and remove all the padding. Then you have to drag and drop this, and then go to this container, and from here go to the layout, and choose the flex row, and justify between space between, and align center. Okay, so after that we have to drag and drop another container. Okay, so this container is the part of the CSS Flexbox. So now Elementor is totally based on the Flexbox. Then we have to go to this main container, also choose your full width, then go to the advanced and remove all the padding. Then what we have to do, we have to just we have to just okay, so let's make it full width, and go to this container, and for this we're gonna choose make it 50. Okay, so it will take the 50% of the width. So after that our whole text will be in the same line. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to make this type of button. So for making this, we have to just drag and drop another heading here. So let's change it, view all services. Okay, like this. So just go to the styles, and here we're gonna choose a color for our text. So let's choose this color, and we're gonna save this also, create. After that we have to choose the Poppins font here, and make the padding here 400, and let's increase the font to 17. Okay, after that we have to choose an icon. Just drag and drop the icon inside this second container. Okay, so if you want to name your containers, you can also do that now in this Elementor. Just double click on the navigator, and here you have to enter the home, or you can write here hero, and then for this section you can write what we offer. And like that you can also name your container inner container. Okay, so like the inner box or anything for better understanding. Okay, so inside this now we have this heading and these icons. Okay, so let's go to the icon, and here we're going to choose the arrow. So let's choose this up arrow, and we're going to go to styles. Let's see which color which we have given. So it is white, so let's go to white, and from here in the content we go to the view, and from here choose the stacked. Then for this color we're going to choose the secondary, make it white, and here we're going to choose the secondary. Okay, so now just we have to decrease the size like that. Okay, So let's go in the rotate option, and here we have to just rotate this icon. Okay, so let's go to this container, and here we have to go to the row again, then in the end and make it in the center. Okay, so our button is ready. So let's preview our page. Okay, so our this section is also ready. So let's update. Now just we have to make the grid, so let's refresh our home page first. Okay, so this much is ready. So now we have to make this grid. So for making this grid, what we have to do, we have to add another container here. So just drag and drop the container below this, and from here drag and drop the whole container below. Then go to the content width again and make it full width, and go to the advanced and remove all the padding. So after that we have to add three container. So let's add three container again here, and again go to this container, make it full width, go to the advanced and remove all the padding, and then just you have to duplicate this three times. Okay, so now it is in the column, it is in the row. Okay, so it is in the column direction. So we have to go to this main container of this three container, go to the layout, and from here choose the flex direction row, and then justify content center and align item center. Okay, so now our three container are ready. Just we have to add this. Okay, so let's choose here icon, and just drag and drop the icon and make it text, and make it the left alignment. And after that we have to enter a heading. So let's add a heading, then just drag and drop a text here, and after that we have to drag and drop another container. So it is the button, but we can drag and drop here a container. Okay, like that, and just make it full width again and go to the advanced and remove all the padding. So inside this we're gonna drag and drop this here, and we're gonna again choose an icon, or you can choose an image. Okay, because it is an image, because that arrow is an image, then go to this, and let's choose the image first. Go to the upload files, and here we're gonna go to the downloads, and here we have to search for that arrow. So let me quickly choose this arrow, right? Okay, so let's select. Okay, so now our arrow is ready, and here we have to write read more in the capital. Read more. So now go to the styles, and from here we're gonna choose the text color from here. Okay, so after that let's choose the font here. We're gonna choose the Poppins font everywhere, and we're gonna remove the padding from 600 to 500. So let's increase the font little bit, and let's decrease the size of this too, like this. So just go to this container, and from here go to the layout and make it row center, and you can choose the space between, or you can choose the center. Okay, like that. So let's go here, and we're gonna increase the for size here again, and for now we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna choose the left alignment. Okay, so it will be here like that. And if you want to decrease the size of this, just decrease. So now we have to style this. So let's add this UI UX design. Let's copy this, and from in the heading just fill this. Then from here you have to choose the white color, and for the font I'm going to choose the Arial. Okay, and for this we're going to choose this text color, and for the font we're going to choose the Poppins. Okay, so just we have to choose this. So go to the solids, and here you can search for the, or you can choose any font related to this. I'm going to choose this. Okay, so just go to the styles, and here choose the yellow color. Okay, so now we have to, what we have to do, we have to go to this first container, and here we're gonna add some padding to it. So let's add 40 padding. Okay, so after that we have also these borders. So go to the styles, and from here go to the border, and here we have to add the border radius of 20. And for the border type we're going to choose the solid, and let's choose the one. And for the border color, let's see. Okay, so this is looking good, but we have to choose this color. So let's go here, and we're gonna choose the same color for this. So let's view it one more time. Okay, so it is looking good. I think the color is little bit, so let's choose a little bit white more, so it will be visible. Okay, so now it is visible. So let's save this border color also, because we don't want to copy again and again. Border color, and name it border color, and create. Okay, so let's view it one more time. So you can see that our first section is ready. So just we have to add the hover effect. Go to the background and go to the hover, and here go choose the background color like this. Just choose this little bit like that. Okay, when you hover it, it is showing like this. So let's update, and just we have to duplicate this. So let's remove the previous container, and we're gonna duplicate our new container here. So it will make the two more designs. Okay, so like that. So just you have to change the content, and your this section is also ready. Just we have to go to this main container, and from here we have to add some margin to the top, so it will give some space to breathe. So let's view it one more time. Okay, so our this section is also ready. So let's update, and let's refresh this page one more time. Okay, so our, so you can see that our this section is also ready. Just you have to change the content according to your sections. Okay, so I'm don't want to make the video long, so that's why I'm not changing the content. Okay, so let's move to the next section, and we're gonna make this about section now. Okay, so let's move to the next section, and which is our about us section. Okay, so for making the about section, what we have to do, we have to make three containers here. So let's add the main container first. Okay, so first we have to make these three containers. So let's go to this again, and we're gonna choose the okay, so we're gonna choose this container. Let's go to this box, and here we're gonna make the 1300 full width. Let's go to advanced and remove all the padding. Just add the 100 from the top, and 100 from the bottom padding. After that, we have to add containers here. So let's add first container. So let's name this about us, and we're gonna minimize all the above. So this is our first container. Go to full width and make it full width, then go to advanced and remove all the padding. Just we have to duplicate this, and from the main container, go to this and make it a row, center. Okay, like that. So now what we have to do, we have to go to this, and here what we have to do, we have to make it full width like that. Okay, full width like that. Or okay, after that we have to go to this container, and here we're gonna choose the 20% width. For this we're gonna choose 20, then we're gonna choose the 40. So it is total 40 plus 20, 60, and for the rest we're gonna choose the 40 like that. Okay, so let me do one thing. We're gonna make it 30 for the image, and we're gonna increase this to 50 like that. Okay, so let's do, then go to widget, and here we're gonna choose the image. Let's go to the upload files, and here I have to choose the image which we want to use it there. Okay, so the image is this one. Okay, so let's select it, and our image is loaded. Now we have to add some border radius. Go to the styles after choosing the image, and in the border radius add the 20 border radius, or you can add it 10. Okay, let's add 10. Okay, so it is looking like that. Now we have to add this counter. So for making the counter, go to the widget, and here we have to search for the counter and drag and drop. Just remove the cool number from below, and just here you have to write 12 and the plus. Okay, so now here you have to choose the yellow color, and in this here we have to choose the Arial. or you can choose the poppins or any font according to you. Okay, like that. And just make it 500 or just make it 500. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the poppins here. Okay, so after that we have to choose the years of experience. So for that we have to just add like that, and here I'm gonna write years of experience. Okay, let's choose this container, and here make it like this, and center and center. Okay, like that. So for that we have to choose the text color of this, and here also we're gonna choose the poppins. Let's increase the font a little bit. Okay, so our this section is also ready. So you can see that it is in the full width. So for that, what we can do, we can go to this main, and from here we have to give some padding from the left and from the right, like that. Okay, so it will be like that. Okay, so you can go here, and let's remove, and let's make it 10, and for that we're gonna make it 40, and okay, so let's make it 30 only, and we're gonna increase one more in this 60. Okay, so let's view it one more time. Okay, so it is looking like that. So now we have to go to this main container, and here we're gonna add, let's add 100, like that. Okay, so now it is looking good. Okay, so now we have to add this. So for that, what we have to do, we have to just go here, and we have to copy this from here to this. After that we have to copy this again, so just to copy this like that. After that we have to copy this text. So for that we're gonna copy this. So it is the beauty of the Elementor that we can copy and paste our all the section from anywhere, even from another website. Okay, so if you don't know that, so yes, you can copy your container from your any website to your this website. Okay, so let's go here, and here you have to copy this. Yes, and just paste this. Okay, so let's view it one more time, like that. So now what we have to do, we have to add this. So for that we have to add a section below this container. Okay, so let's drag and drop this below this divider, and then make it full width, and go to advanced and make it like that. Okay, so now inside this section we have to add these two sections. So let's add another container here, and for this container choose the full width, and also go to the advanced and remove all the padding. Then duplicate this container and go to this main container, and make it row, center, center. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to enter a heading here, and just we have to copy this from here, like that, and just paste this. So you can see that it is looking like that. So let me quickly add some styling to it, and here we're gonna use the Poppins font. We're gonna choose the 400, and let's increase the font like this. Okay, so now we have to make it we have to give some space, and also make it the first one bold. For that we're gonna use the custom CSS. Go to span, and here we're gonna close the span tag like this. So now we have to go to this here, and we're gonna open font weight bold. Okay, and after that we're gonna add it here, margin right 20 pixel, like this, semicolon. So you can see that it is looking like this. I think I have removed the y. Okay, so now we have to go to the styles, and let's increase some like this. Just we have to duplicate this. Okay, so let's duplicate this heading from here. So just we have to change the content address. Let me quickly go here and let's change this. And for that too, we're gonna change this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it is looking like that. So now just we have to duplicate this. So let's remove the this one, and we're gonna duplicate this like that. So let's preview it. Okay, so it is looking like that. So now what we have to do, we have to go to this main container, this main container we have, where we have the three section, and from here go to the layout, and here we have to make it like that. Okay, so it will be like that. Now after that, what we have to do, we have to add the download CV button. So for that, do this, and inside this we have this. So this is our container. So let's add here new container. Okay, so this will add a new blank container for us. So for after that, we have to go to the padding and remove all the padding. So inside this we gonna paste our button like this. So let's write it here, download CV, and after that we're gonna choose the medium, and from here go to the styles, and here we're gonna choose the Poppins font. Then here let's increase the font size. Then go to the button, and here we're gonna choose the background color yellow, and for the text color we're gonna choose the black, and for the border radius we're gonna choose the 100, so it will be in perfectly in the center. Then in the hover we're gonna choose the background color to white, and for the text color we're gonna choose the black, and for the hover effect we're gonna choose a pulse shrink, so it will be shrink like that. So let's preview it one more time. Okay, so it is looking like that. Now what we have to do, we have to go to this about, and here we have to add some gap. So let's add the gap of 40, so it will be like that. Or you can go to this section, and from here you can add the padding in the left direction like that. Okay, so padding in the left direction. So you can go to this first container, and from here go to the advanced, and from here you can add the margin above like that 50, or you can add the 100 margin like that, or you can add the 1 to 0 margin like that. Okay, so our it section is ready here, and now just we have to add some space in this. Okay, so just we have to add spacing inside this. So for adding the space we have to go to this main container, and from here what we have to do, we have to go to this here, and from here we have to go to this main container, the last one, and from here we have to add some gap. So let's make it row, then make it center, and make it start, and here we have to add the 40, or let's add 30. Okay, so let's see the gap. Okay, so it is looking like that. Or you can do you can go to this here, and let's add some margin to this 30. Okay, so our it section is also ready. So now just we have to add this image. So for adding the image we have to go to this we have to go to the main container, the about us container. Okay, then from here go to the styles, and from here go to the background overlay, and from here go to the background, and here we have to choose an image. I will give you this image in the video description, so you can download the image from there. Okay, so let's choose this image, and we're gonna use this image as a background overlay. Okay, so let's wait for it to open. Now just we have to insert this image, and then go to the position and make it center, and for the display size we're going to choose the cover, so it will cover whole screen. So now just we have to remove some opacity. So let's decrease the opacity from here. Okay, so we're going to keep the opacity at 1.2 something like that. Okay, so if you want to also, so let's give the opacity at 0.06 like that. Okay, so let's update it. Okay, so our this section is also ready. Now we're gonna move to the next section. So about this section, the skill section. So for making the skill section, let's add a new container, this container, and let's make it 1300. Go to the advanced and choose the padding. Now we have to just copy this text from here. Let's copy this here. So at first we have to give some padding to the top and bottom. So let's give 100 from the top and 100 from the bottom. Then after that we have to go to this container, and from here we're going to choose it center and center. Okay, so after that let's copy this and we're going to paste it here. Okay, so one more thing, we have to change the content here. So you can change the content according to you here. Okay, so whatever content you want to add it here. So let's me quickly add the content: lead product designer. And so this will come to this, and after that this I'm gonna keep it in the span tag, like that. Okay, so you can change the content according to you. So let's move to this, and here we're gonna add this our featured skills. So let's go to this, and here I'm gonna write in place of this our featured, and in the offer section I'm gonna write the skills. Okay, so like that. So let's update, and after that we're gonna make this. Okay, so for making this, what we can do, we can add a container below this, and to this container we're gonna make this full width, and in the advance we have to remove all the padding. Okay, so after removing all the padding we have to add this six section here. So for adding the six containers, so let's add this container. Okay, so first let's name these six grids, and we're gonna inside this container we're gonna make the full width, and in the advance we have to remove all the padding. So let's quickly duplicate this five times: one, two, three, four, and then we're going to duplicate it one more time, so it is according to six. Then go to this main container, go to the layout, and from here make it a row and make it center and center. Okay, so it is totally in the six. So now what we can do, we have to add a container inside this. Okay, so let's add container inside this. So let's name this first. Okay, then inside this we have to make it full width and go to the advanced, and here we have to remove all the padding. Okay, so this section is for our this whole container. Okay, so inside this we're gonna add another container for the image. Okay, so for that what we have to do, we have to add another container here inside this for the image. Okay, so let's name this image box, and this container would be image container. Okay, so after that, inside this image box, let's go to the image box. Let's make it full width and go to the advanced and remove all the padding. Then let's add an image inside this. Okay, so now we're gonna choose this image. So let's me quickly go here, and we're gonna choose all the images from there. So let me go here, and we're gonna choose all the images like this. Okay, so let's wait for it to upload. So we're gonna first we're gonna make the sections. So let's choose this image. Okay, so let me choose this image. Okay, so this image is chosen. So let's wait for it to open. Okay, so this is loaded. Just we have to remove in decrease them for its size. So after that, go to the image box. Here we have to add the padding. So let's add 30 padding, and let's go to the styles, and from here we have to add the background color like this. Okay, so now go to the border radius, and here let me go to my previous website, and I'm gonna copy some styles from it to make it quickly. Okay, so let's me go to this first container, and inside this I'm gonna go to my image box, and here I'm gonna keep the same padding 30 20 30 20. I don't want to make the video long, that's why 30. So let's make this like this, and we're gonna keep 30 20. 20. Then for this also we're gonna give the 30 20. And for the border radius, what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this style from here again. So the border radius is 150. So let me go to the styles, and from here go to the border, and here I'm gonna write the border radius 150. Okay, like that. Okay, so after that we have to add this text. So let's go to the heading, and from here drag and drop this here. So this is here, and we have to drag and drop outside this, and now drag and drop below the image box, and inside this we're going to write the 95%. Just make it align center. Go to styles, and here I have to make this text, and for that we're going to make it poppins. And from here let's increase the font size, and we're gonna make it 500, like this. Okay, so now we have to go to this image main container. So for that I'm again gonna copy the style from here. The padding is 50 40 50 40. Just go to this, and we're gonna write 50 40 50 and 40. Okay, like that. And for the image size I'm gonna copy the image size from here 80%. So let's go to the image, and here I'm gonna give the 80% to it. Okay, so let me see this. Okay, so it is looking like that. So now what we have to do, in the image container, in the image container I'm gonna give the border. Okay, so now in the this box, this is the image container, and for the image container we have to give the padding which is given. Then in the border we have to go to this solid, and we're gonna add 1 pixel, and for the border we're gonna choose a border color. And for the border radius I'm gonna go to this, and go to the second image box, and from here go to the styles, and I'm gonna copy the border radius 100 and width 2. So let's go to here quickly, and I'll make it 200 and make it, and the border radius is 100. So let's add. Okay, so it will take it like that. Okay, so now let's update it. So just we have to add this UI UX design. Okay, so for adding that, what we have to do, I have to add a heading. So let's first wait for it to update. Okay, so let me quickly drag and drop this, and here I am gonna write UI UX design. Okay, so let's go to content here and make the alignment center. Go to the styles, and from here make it text, and we're gonna choose the font here poppins, and make it 500, and let's increase the font like that. Okay, so our this section is also working. So just we have to duplicate all of this. So let's remove the old one from here. Delete, delete all the containers from here. Delete this also, and we're gonna again duplicate this 5 times. Okay, so let's go to the first and duplicate this. Duplicate this again. Okay, so it is 4 times. We have to duplicate this two time again. Okay, like that. So let me go here. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to just go to this 6 grids, and from here in the advanced we have to add some margin 50 to the top, like that. Okay, so let me quickly update it. Okay, so just we have to change the image. So let's wait for it to update. Just we have to go here, and let me quickly change the images. Just you have to change the content according to your skills, and this section is ready for you. Okay, so let me go here, and we're gonna choose some different image. Okay, so just we have to you have to change the content here. Okay, so let's update this, and uh, let's quickly refresh our homepage. Okay, so our this section is also ready. Now let's move to the next section, which is our project section. Okay, so for making this section, what we can do, we have to just copy this section from the top, and we have to paste this here. Okay, so now after pasting this, what we can do, let's remove this, and here I'm gonna write the projects. Okay, then after that we have to remove this container from here. Okay, so after that let's copy the text from here. Now our customers, you have to copy this, and here we're gonna write our featured, and in the offer section, and in the offer I'm gonna write projects or featured products. Yes, let's update. Okay, so now we have to make the slider. Okay, so for making the slider, we're gonna choose the Elementor Swiper library widget, which is the carousel widget, and this is the carousel widget here. So just you have to drag and drop this. So let's drag and drop this after the divider, and this is, so just we have to drag and drop this below the inner box. Okay, so this comes. So now we have, what we have to do, we have to make this 2 for now, and we have to choose this one. Now we have to go to this slides, and from here choose the full width, and in the advanced remove all the paddings. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add the image here. Go to his, and that's a drag and drop an image, and let's go here, and we're gonna upload all the projects images from here. Okay, so let me quickly choose the project images, this 3 and 4. Let's upload. Okay, so all the images are uploaded, so let's just choose this image, and we're gonna insert this. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so this is inserted. So now what we have to do, we have to go to this width, and we're gonna increase the width to 100. Okay, so after that we have to drag and drop a container below that, and for the container we're gonna choose the full width and go to advanced and remove all the padding. So inside this container we're gonna make the two container again, one for this and one for this. So for that we're gonna drag and drop container again, and for that let's minimize all the sections, and go to the projects, and go to this carousel, go to the slider, and inside this is the container. So for this container we have this inner container, so make it full width, and in the advance make it like that. So this container is empty. So now what we have to do, for inside this we have this, so let's duplicate this, and go to this outside main container and make it a row center center. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to just go to this container, which is the outside one full width, and inside it we have two container. So just we have to go to the layout, and here we're gonna write 80% to the first, and for the second one we can write the 20%. Okay, so like that, so it will take the space. So let's choose an icon here, and drag and drop the icon, and for the icon, okay, so we don't want to use the icon, we're gonna choose the same image. So let's drag and drop this image widget here, and we're gonna choose the image, the arrow one here. Okay, so let's go to styles, and here we have to give this 30, and after that what we have to do, we have to make this text. Okay, so for making the text we're gonna copy the text from the above. Okay, so let's copy this, and we're gonna duplicate this. Now you have to go to this container, and from here we're gonna make this center and make it like that. Okay, make it like that. So just we have to change the content. So let's copy the content, or we're gonna write the content, nice guy with a smile. And for this we're gonna write graphic design. Okay, so now just we have to go to the styles, and from here decrease some uh, font size, and for this also we're gonna go here and we're gonna make it 400 padding, and we're gonna also decrease the here like that. So let's increase some like that. Okay, so let's go to this and we're gonna increase the this also. So our this section is also ready, just we have to make it like this. Okay. Okay, so just we have to go to this and we're gonna make this 12. Okay, so our now we what we can do, we can this is the main container. This is all is done. Okay, just we have to add the image a border radius. So go to the choose the image, go to style, and from here add the border radius of 20. So let's see. Okay, so it is looking like that. Now what we have to do, we have to go to this carousel, and from here duplicate, remove the rest slide, and after that we have to duplicate the slide 4 times. Okay, so this is loaded. Now we have to go to the slide on display, and here we're gonna choose the one because we want to make our slide like this. Okay, so for making this, let's go here and I'm gonna copy the carousel settings. So this is the settings. So here we have to make the one, and for this we're gonna make the offset of 500. Okay, so for making that, just we have to go to this carousel, and from here go to the settings, and here we're gonna make it 200 autoplay, and for the offset we're gonna keep it both, and we're gonna give the 500 like that. Okay, so this is loaded. Now what we have to do in this carousel, we have to go to advanced, and from here we have to add some margin of 40. Let's add 50 margin. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so right now this is not working because we have to just update it, because the offset only work in the front end, not in the back end. So this is updated, so let's see it is updated or not. Okay, so it is coming like that. Okay, so you can see that our this session is rendered here, but it is not rendered properly. So what we have to do, we have to just copy this carousel from here, and let's copy this carousel, and we have to go to this blank canvas, and here we have to paste this. Okay, so this will automatically place this inside a new container. So let's wait for it. So you can see that the new container automatically comes. So you have to go to this main container and just make it full width from here. Okay, so just make it full width and go to the advanced, and here you have to remove all the padding from it. Okay, so after that, wait for it to reload, and it will take some time because it runs on the browser. We don't have the official Elementor app now, so we have to wait for it. So let's wait for it to load. Okay, so this is loaded. So just you have to update this, and after updating this you have to go to this your front end and just refresh this. So you can see that this is working. So now what we have to do, we have to remove the old slider from here. Just remove the old slider and your slider is now ready. So let's go to this container, and here we are getting some space. So the space is so okay. So what we have to do, we have to go to these projects, go to the advanced, and here we have to remove the padding, and after that we calls, or you can give some padding like 40, or let's give the 30. So let's update. So after updating, let's refresh the front end. Okay, so you can see that our slider is ready, but we are getting here some space. So it is loaded, but due to some cache problem, I think this is not loaded here. So if I preview it here, so you can see that it is perfectly loaded here. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add the slider arrows. Okay, so for adding the arrows, what we have to do, let me copy the arrow sliding from here. So let's go to the navigation here. So just you have to go to, just you have to choose the here slider, the carousel, and from here go to the navigation, and inside that we have the pagination. Just to make it none, and in the navigation we have to choose the arrows. So let's go to this icon library, and from here we're gonna choose this arrow for the previous, and let's copy and let's choose the next arrow. So this arrow for the next. Okay, so now what we have to do, now we have to just copy the settings from here. So for the previous arrow it is minus 125 and minus 390 pixel. So let's go to this, and for the previous arrow it is minus 120 and minus 390. Okay, and just we have to copy the alignment. So this is in the left alignment, so make it left like that. So now for the next arrow we have to copy the style again. This is also in the end, and this is center, and 55, and the same for the this. So for this we have to make it 55, and this will be minus 390. Okay, so 55 and minus 390 in the center. So let's wait for it to load. Okay, so this is loaded. So just we have to change the arrow colors, and let's go to the navigation, and from here we're gonna make it 40, and for the color I'm gonna choose the yellow like that. Okay, so let's wait for it to load. It is loading above. Okay, so it's loaded. Let's update it one more time, and let's see and refresh the front end, and let's see our arrows are loaded or not. Okay, so you can see that our arrows are loaded, but they are loaded here because we have to remove this section. Okay, so for removing this, we have to go here, and we're gonna remove this from here. Also, we're gonna remove this from here. Okay, so now let's update it again. Let's refresh our front end, and you can see that our arrows are working, but it is little bit above. So for that what we can do, we can go to the carousel again, and here just we have to go to the settings, navigations, and here let's add some more. Let's add 350, minus 350, and let's check if they are properly there or not. Let's update. So it is showing here because the slider offset, it is not working in the backend. So let's reload it one more time. Okay, so you can see that after taking this, it is come here. So let's keep it 350, and again we're gonna keep the 350 here. Let's update it, and let's refresh this one more time. So after refreshing, you can see that it is comes here. Okay, so but this section is almost ready, just our arrows are not properly aligned. So you have to just play with this minus margins for making the arrow properly aligned. Okay, so now just we have to change the content here. So let's me quickly go here, and or you can change the images content from here like that. So just you have to go to this slider here, just go to the image container, and in the image box choose the image. Okay, so this is not, just you have to go to the carousel, the slide here, and just change the image from here. So change the image according to your projects. Let me quickly update this and okay, so our arrows are also loaded here, so you can see that. So let's move to the next section. Now we have to make the client section. Okay, so for making the client section, I'm gonna again copy this section from above because the layout is almost same. So let's copy this section from the above and just we have to place this below. Okay, so this is pasted. So let me quickly go here and we're gonna change the content testimonials, and here we're gonna write what our clients what our client says. Okay, so after that what we have to do, we have to go to this container and we have to remove this. Okay, so let's update. Okay, so it is updated. Now let's refresh our front end, and after that we're gonna make this type of testimonial slider. Okay, so this is rendered here. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to okay, so we have to remove this again from here because we don't want to add this section in our testimonial. Okay, so after that what we have to do, we have to go to this widget and here we have to drag and drop this carousel widget. So let's drag and drop this below the divider. Okay, so after that what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag and drop this below to the inner box like that, so it will be here. So okay, after that we have this, so let's go to this. Here we have to show the two slide on display and slide on scroll will be one. Okay, so now we have to go to this carousel. So inside the carousel, let's open this and you have to go to this slide one and make it full width and go to advanced and make it like that. Okay, now let's quickly add this layout. So for making this we have to add a button first. So let's search here button, drag and drop the button. After that we have this text. So for the text I'm going to copy the paragraph text from here. So let me quickly copy this from this above and we're gonna place below this button. Okay, so after that what we have to do, we have to make a div, one for this container and one for this container. So let me show you. So first we have to drag and drop div here like that, and inside this we have to make it full width and make it go to the advanced and remove all the paddings. Okay, so after that what we have to do, inside this we need two container, one for this and one for this. So let's go to here and from here we gonna add this container. Okay, we're gonna add this container, also make this full width and in the advance make it like that. So now let's duplicate this and go to this container from your layout and make it row center and center. Okay, so after that this first one is for the image, so let me quickly rename it so it will be better to understand. So let's rename this image and let's rename this icon. Okay, so we have to go to this and then we have to go to this container, go to the layout, and here I'm gonna make it 80, and for the icon container I'm gonna make it 20. Okay, like that. So what we have to do now, we have to add this icon here. So for adding this we have to go to the widget and search here icon, just drag and drop this here. Okay, now we have to go to this and here we have to search for quet. Let's choose this. Okay, like this. Now just we have to go to the styles and here we have to change the color. So let choose this color. Okay, after that we have to add this image. Okay, so for adding the image what we have to do, uh, okay, so what we can do, we can drag and drop a image widget here like that, and let's go here and we're gonna choose, suppose we're gonna choose, let's choose this same image. So for choosing this we have to upload that image. So let's go to the downloads, and from here we're gonna choose this image. Okay, so let's wait for it to open. Let's select it, and so now we have to make it like this in this shape. So for making this in the circle shape, we have to go to advanced, and from here first choose the image, then go to advanced, then from here go to mask and make it on. So it will be make it the circle. So here you will get so many options. Okay, so just go to the image, and from here just change the here, make it this, then go to content and make it aligned to this. So now we have to add a text editor here. Okay, like that. So in the image box we have to go to the layout, and here make it a row, center, and make it like that, start. Okay, so let me go to this image, and here we're gonna make it center, like that. Okay, so now we have to just increase its size here, like this. Or you can go here, and from here you can make it like this, just increase the size now. Okay, so it will be, just you have to increase the width again, and okay, like that. So now we have to make this nice guy with a smile and graphic design. So for that what we can do, we can go here, and in this write nice guy with a smile, or you can write anything. So let's add a br tag here, and after that we gonna, let's see the content. Okay, so let's add graphic design. Now what we have to do, we have to go here and add a span tag here, and close the span tag after the smile, like that. So just we have to go to the style, and here I'm gonna give some custom style to it. So let's write here font weight, bold, and font size, or you can write here font size 25 pixel, or let's write 20 pixel, like that. Okay, so let's go to styles, and here I'm gonna change the font to Poppins, like that. And okay, so it is. Now let's go here quickly, and again font weight, we're gonna choose it normal, or you can choose the font weight 500. Okay, like that. Let's add the BR tag here. Let's go here, and from here we're gonna choose the font size, like this. Go to this and just change the content, like that. So you can see that the text, the font size for this is 20 pixels. So let's make it 18 pixel, like that. Okay, so it is rendered. So let's go here, so you can see that it is looking like that. So now let's update it one more time, and now we have to style this box, because this is styled. So what we have to do, we have to go to this slider, and this is the first slider. From here we have to add some padding, so let's add the padding of 40. Okay, so let's wait for it to render. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go here, and let's see. Okay, so we have to write here design, quality. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go here in the size, then go to the styles, and from here for the background color, make it transparent completely. And first we have to choose this, and here we're gonna choose Poppins, and make it 400. Let's increase some font size. Okay, so after that we have to go to the buttons, and from here we have to add the border of the solid, and let's add 2 pixel, and for the color we have to add the yellow, and for the border radius I'm gonna add the 100. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it is looking like that. So let's see the designs. Okay, so we have to make the text, we have to make the text yellow. Okay, so just make the text yellow like that, and let's see. Okay, so it is done. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to make this content. So just go here, and we're gonna duplicate this one more time like that. Okay, so this is done. So now just we have to add a border to that. So you have to go to the slide one, go to the styles, go to the border, and here choose the solid, and choose the 2, and from here choose the border color, and for the border radius add the 20. So let's see. Okay, so our client section is also perfectly rendered. So let's update. Now just we have to duplicate it sometimes. So this is the main slide. So let's remove the. Okay, so we have to go to the carousel, and from here we have to remove the other slides. Okay, so after successfully removing of all the slides, let's wait for it to render here. It will. Okay, so it is loaded as you can see that. So let's go here, and we're gonna update it here from. So let's update the designs, and we're gonna refresh our front end to see it is loaded or not. Okay, so it is updated. So let's refresh our front end, and let's see it is come here or not. So as you can see that after loading the front end, you can see that it is come. So just we have to now make this navigation arrows. Okay, so for making the navigation arrows, what we can do, let me go to here in the testimonial, and here in the carousel I'm gonna copy the styles from here. So just we have to go to the navigation, and from here I'm going to copy the styles. So first we have to go to this carousel, and from here go to the navigation. So let's go to the settings first, and here we're going to make it 2000, and after that we have to go to the navigations, and here we're going to choose the arrows. So let's choose this arrow, and after that we have to choose the second arrow. So let's choose this next arrow from here, this one. Let's insert this, and after that we have to add some styling to it. So for the previous arrow I'm going to choose the minus 75 pixel and minus 260 pixel as same like that. So for the previous arrow, minus 75 and minus 260. So let's make it like here, and this is minus 75. So let's make it minus 75, and for this minus 260 pixel, and for the next arrow it is minus 260, and for the next arrow it is minus minus 260. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go to the styles, and from here go to the navigations, and here just we have to make the size 40, and just we have to change the color of the arrows. Okay, so it is come here. So let's wait for it to render the slider. So let's see if the arrows are coming here or not. So after refreshing, the arrows are not coming. I think there is some network issues, but you can play with these settings, and just play with the settings, and your arrows will come here according to it. Okay, so our this session is also ready. just the arrows are not loaded properly because due to some network issue. Okay, so let's quickly move to the next section. So now we have to make this contact us section. Okay, so for making the context section, we're gonna choose the two section layout. Then from here, the main container, I'm gonna give that 1300 full width. Then go to advanced and remove all the padding from here. Then again, we have to go to this inner containers and remove the padding. Then again, go to the second one and remove the padding. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add this. So for adding this, let me go here and copy this from here. So first we have to add some padding. Go to advanced and add 100 from the top and 100 from the bottom, like that. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to make this. So let's copy this from here and we're gonna paste this below. Just we have to change the content. Let's make brand brilliant. So let's go here and here I'm gonna write let's make brand, and brilliant will be here in the span tag. Okay, like that. So let's see. Okay, so it is looking like that. Let's make your brand brilliant. So let's write it here, your. Okay, so it will be looking like that. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add this text. So for adding the text, I'm gonna again copy this text from the above and let's paste this here. Okay, so now next we have to make this heading. So for making this, let's go here and we're gonna add this and let's quickly change the content here. Okay, let's go to styles and from here choose the yellow color, and for the font I'm gonna choose the Poppins. Okay, and in the text style I'm gonna choose the underline. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it is rendered here. Or if you want to add remove some padding from this, so let's choose the 500. Now we have to add this LinkedIn profile thing, so we have to choose the list icon and drag and drop this below that. Just we have to make this like this. So let's remove all this quickly, and here I'm gonna write LinkedIn and let's remove this. So let's me quickly duplicate this. Just we have to change the content. Let's add Facebook, or if you want to add the links in it, so you can go here and add the links from here. And let's write it here, Instagram, and after that we're gonna write it here, YouTube. Okay, so just to go to the styles and from here go to text, and here I'm gonna choose the Poppins font again. Let's increase some size. Okay, after that we're gonna choose the 500, and for the this we're gonna choose the text color. Okay, and on hover the color would be changed to yellow, like that. Okay, so if you want to remove some padding from this, let's choose the 400. Okay, so this section is also ready. So now just we have to add the gap after that. So for that what we can do, let's go to this section, and from here go to the layout and just choose this center, and like that, and here we're gonna get the gap of 30. Okay, so it is looking like that. So just we have to add some padding to the right direction. Go to advanced, and from here add the padding of 80 to the right. And for this we're gonna make it justified. Okay, so let's update. Okay, so let's go here and we're gonna refresh our front end. So you can see that these arrows are also now properly working here. So okay, so right here we got this. So just we have to make the form. So let's go to here and we're gonna search for form widget and just drag and drop the form widget here. Okay, let's drag and drop the form widget again, like that. So just we have to remove the label from it, like that. So now just we have to make name, email, subject and message. So from that name, email, we're gonna duplicate this. So let's go to name, and here we're gonna choose the 50% width, and for the email we also gonna choose the 50% width. And after that, here we have to choose the type equal to text. And let's change the placeholder subject. Okay, and for the message, this is message. So let's choose the input size to medium. After that, we have to go to the styles, and from here we have to choose the column gap little bit. So let's make the column gap of 30, and for the row gap we're also gonna make the 30, like that. Okay, so let's go to the fields, and from the fields we have to choose the background color as the transparent. And for the border color, we're gonna choose the same border color this. Okay, and for the field text color, we're gonna make it white. And let's choose the font here, Poppins. Okay, like that. So just let's see. Okay, so it is looking like that. But if we go here, so here we have to make this border color little bit more whitish, like that. And for the fields, I think we have to make it large, like this. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to make the buttons. So here we're gonna make it let's talk. So let's go here, and let's talk, like that. So and for the button also we have to make the size medium. Okay, just go to the styles, and from here go to the buttons. And after that, we have to choose the background color as yellow, and text color would be black. And for the border radius, we're gonna make it 100, so it will be circle from all the direction. And for the typography, we're gonna choose the Poppins font, and let's increase some font size, like this. Okay, so after that, now we have to remove the. Okay, so we have to go to the border. Here choose solid, and for the border choose one. And for the border color, I'm gonna choose the yellow again. And on the hover, we're gonna choose border color as a background color as transparent, and text color would be white, and border color would also be white. Let's see. Okay, so it is perfectly working. Let's update. Okay, so let's refresh our front end. Okay, so you can see that our form is also rendered. Okay, so now just we have to make the header and footer of our website. Okay, so if I go here, you can see that we have this type of header and footer. So let me quickly go, and we're gonna make the header first. Okay, so for making the header, okay, so for making the header, what we have to do, we have to go to this templates, and here from here open the theme builder, then choose the header. Okay, so before making the header, we have to make some menus. So let's go to the menu quickly, and inside this add the final menu, and choose the header and create menu. Then go to view all, and from here choose the home and add to menu. After that, we have to go to the custom links, and here we're gonna write about, and for the link tag write about. So I am using this hash because we're gonna make it like after clicking it will redirect to that section. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna adding this here, css id. These are the css id. Okay, so let me go to the history, and I'm gonna. I'm gonna open this our previous. Okay, so this is Wordpress. So these are used for the CSS IDs. If I click here, it will redirect me to this section. Okay, so that's why. So for that about now we have to add skills. After that we have to go to project testimonial and contact. So let's add projects. Then we're gonna write testimonials. And after that, I'm gonna write the contact. Okay, so these are added. So let's save the menu. Okay, so now we have to go to the Elementor header, and from here I'm gonna add this one. Let's go to this and go to style, and from here I'm gonna choose the background color little bit like that. Okay, so let's go to advanced, and here I'm gonna remove all the padding, and for the container I'm gonna choose the 1400 full width. So after that we have to add this logo. So for adding the logo I'm gonna write my channel name here, so you can choose your logo according to your website. So I'm gonna write my channel name debug entity here, and let's make it white. And after that we're gonna make it pop-ins again, and let's increase some font size. Okay, so this is looking good. So after that we have to go to this container, and we're gonna add some margin from the top. So let's add 20 from the top and 24 from the bottom, or let's add 25 and 25. And for the left and right we don't want to add margin because we have defined the maximum width for that. Okay, so now we have to add this menu. So let's go to the widgets, and here you have to search for WordPress menu, drag and drop this here, so it will be automatically rendered the menu. Okay, so it is rendered. So just you have to go to this container and go to the layout, and from here make it space between center. Okay, so this will be perfectly centered according to that. So now there to go choose a WordPress menu, then go to the content, and here choose the background, then choose the sweep down, or you can choose here so many animations are there. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this for that. So let's go to styles, and here I'm gonna make the font size pop-ins, and for the text transform I'm gonna choose the uppercase. Okay, so let's increase the font size here, like let's choose 15, and for the font color I'm gonna make it white. Okay, and for the hover we're gonna choose a pointer color to yellow, and for the text color we're gonna choose the black. Again, pointer color would be yellow and text color would be black, like that. So if I hover on this it will be like that. So now we have to add some spaces. So let's add the space of 10 between the menus. Okay, so let's publish it, so it will add the condition to the entire set and save and close. Okay, so let's make some padding 22. Okay, like that. So now we have to make this button download CV button. So for making the download CV button we have to go to the widget, and from here drag and drop the button widget after that, and from the navigator make the button after the WordPress menu. Then from here just change the text download CV, and here I will show you how you can add the PDF behind that. So when someone click on the download button it will automatically download the PDF for you. Okay, so watch the video till end. Okay, so after that we're gonna go to style, and from here choose here, and we're gonna write poppins, and from here we have to go to the background color, and from here make it transparent, and for the no, we have to make it yellow. Okay, make it yellow, and for the text color make it black. And now we have to add the border radius, so let's add 100, so it will be like that. Then go to content, and from here choose the medium size. Okay, so it is rendered. So now just we have to go to the style, and from here go to the hover, and for the background color we're gonna make it white, and for the text color we're gonna make it black on the hover, and we're gonna add some animation to the pulse shrink, so it will be automatically done like that. So let's update. Okay, so our this section is ready, means our header is ready. So just we have to, for loading the header we have to make this Elementor full width. Okay, so just go to the settings of this page, and from here choose the Elementor full width, and let's wait for it to render. Okay, so you can see that after rendering our header is here. So for making the header sticky, we have to choose the header main container, and then go to advanced, and then go to motion effect. Then in here in the sticky, choose a top. So it will be automatically fixed at the top while scrolling the website. Okay, so let's update here too. So let's quickly go here, and we're gonna reload our front end, and you can see that our header is loaded here successfully. So let's move to the next part of the video where we're gonna make the footer section. Okay, so for making the footer, so let's keep the header open because half part is still left. Okay, so first, okay, so let's make the footer. So for making the footer, we have to go to the templates and open the theme builder again. Go to the footer. Okay, so let's add a new. Then we have to make this type of footer, and also we're gonna make this drop to arrow button too. Okay, so let's wait for. Okay, so footer is loaded. So let's open this, add this, go to here, and here we're gonna make it 1400 full width. Go to advanced, and here we're gonna remove all the padding. Then go to style and go to header again, and here we have to just copy the color, background color which we have chosen for the header. So we're gonna choose the same color for the footer also. So that's why I told you to open the header. Keep open the header. Okay, so the footer is loaded. So now we have to add a text editor here, and here we're gonna write our logo. You can write anything whatever you want. I'm gonna write it like that. Let's close the span tag, open the span tag, because we're gonna give the custom styling by using the code. So right here style, so this is inline style. Here I'm gonna write color yellow, and text and font style italic, and font weight normal, or you can choose 500. Okay, so now you have to go to the style, and let's make the rest content white, so it will be automatically white, and just you have to choose the font. Let's choose the poppins here, and just we have to increase the size. Okay, so let's add some padding to the footer. Also go to advanced, and here we're gonna add 25 to the top and 25 to the below, the same heading, the same padding. Okay, so after that we have to make this. So for making this we have to go here, and we're gonna choose the list, drag and drop here. First go to the container and go to the layout and make it a row, center, make it space between. Okay, after making the space between, just we have to make it icon list after that. So we'll make it like that, and here I'm gonna remove all this. So just we have to go here. Let's copy this text from here, and we're gonna go here, and after that paste it here. And here we're gonna choose the copyright icon from the icon library of the Elementor. So after that we have to make the debug entity. Here we have to make the debug entity again. Give the inline styling by starting the span tag here, and close the span tag. Then inside the span tag open the style tag, and here write font color yellow, and font style italic, and font weight bold. Okay, and for the rest style we're gonna go to the icon, and here we're gonna choose the whitish color, and for the text we're gonna choose the text here, and here we're gonna choose Hopkins again, Hopkins, and just we have to make this whole white. Let's keep it white. Okay, so this is successfully done. So let's increase some font size here, and let's publish the footer and add the condition entire site and save and close. Okay, so this is rendered. Now just we have to make these links. So for making the links, what we can do, we can go to this arrow, and from here I told you we can copy any part of the section from any page to anywhere in the Elementor now. So it is totally so just we have to go here in the container, and now we have to just paste it, so it will be automatically copied. Just we have to remove this, and here we're gonna write contact, and here we're gonna write FAQs, and at last let's write about, or you can write anything. Okay, so let's update. Okay, so our footer is also successfully made, so let's refresh the website and see in the front end. Okay, so our footer is also loaded here, so just we have to add uh, some border to the footer in the top and bottom. So let's add to the solid, and from here add two, and for the border color I'm going to choose this border. So let's update. Let's refresh it one more time. Okay, so you can see that okay, so let's make it a little bit whitish color. Let's update again. Okay, so there is some network issue, but you can add border like that. Okay, let's update it one more time. Let's refresh this. Okay, so you can see that now a border is added, so you can add this type of border also if you want to add, because I have added this border here. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to add the same border above in the header. So let me go here, and we're gonna copy this color code from here. Let's go to header, and let's choose this container, then go to borders, and here choose the solid, then in the bottom direction choose this color code and just update. So let's refresh our front end final time. Okay, so you can see that our whole sections are ready, and our header and footer are also rendered here. Now just our the animation part and the mobile responsiveness is left. Okay, so our all these sections are ready. Now just we have to add this part. So when I click on the about, it will take me to the about, and and let's add this CV button clickable. When we click on the CV button, it will download the PDF. Okay, so for making that, so let's first we have to go to the dashboard, and from here go to the media and go to the library option, and from the library you have to upload a PDF or the resume file of yourself. So it will be in the PDF format only, because it only support the PDF format. So let me upload this PDF here. So just you have to click on this PDF and just copy the URL of this PDF. Okay, just go here and copy URL to. Okay, so after that you have to go to the header and go to the download CV button, and here in the layout you have to go to this links and just paste that link here. Then after that you have to choose this setting icon, and inside this you have the key value pair. So in the key write download, and make a horizontal slash like this, and here you have to write the name when user when user click on this, the name which the PDF will be downloaded. Okay, so I'm gonna write it here, resume mine. So when someone click on this, so with this name the PDF will be downloaded in their PC. Okay, so let's update this, and let's refresh our front end and see if it is working or not. So when I click on the download CV button, so you can see that the PDF is downloaded with the same name which we have given here. Okay, so it is downloaded here. Okay, so now we have to make this section clickable. So for making the section clickable, what we have to do, we have given the CSS ID there, so just we have to go to each section. So this is our okay, so just we have to give the sections name. So let's so we have to go choose this container, then go to advanced, and from here in the CSS ID write about. And so we have to go to this container and go to advanced, and here I have to write the skills. After that, this is our project. Go to the container, go to advanced, and here in the CSS ID add the projects. After that, go to this testimonial, go to this section, go to advanced, and here also in the CSS ID write testimonials. And same for the contact, choose the container, go to advanced, and here in the CSS ID write contact. Okay, so let's update and see if our links are working or not. So let's wait for it to update. Okay, so let's refresh the front end. So after refreshing, let's if I click on the about, it is taking me to the about, same skills, projects, testimonial, contact. Okay, so our whole sections are ready. Also the download CV button is working. So now only our mobile responsiveness and this top to uh, when you click on this icon, it will take you to the top of the website. So this part is left. So in the footer we have to add a icon here. So let's add the icon here, and for this icon we're gonna make this advanced, and from here make the position absolute. So again, position is a CSS property. If you know the CSS, you will better understand. Okay, so after that we have to make it fixed, not absolute, so it will be fixed. So make it fixed in the right direction and in the bottom direction. So just we have to add 20 and 20 pixel like that. So just go to the content, and from here choose the arrow. So let me choose this. After that we're gonna choose the stack, go to styles, and from here choose the yellow background color, and for the color secondary we're gonna choose the black. Okay, so let's increase the font size like this. Okay, so it is working. Just we have to keep it above from the footer. So for that we have to go to the advanced again, and from here in the vertical offset I'm gonna give the 80 pixel. Let's give 100. Okay, so it will be 100 from the top, like that. If I give 120. Okay, so let's update, and you have to go to this home section, and in the hero section we have to give a CSS ID name, top. Okay, so when we click on this icon, it will take me to that CSS ID. So in the link we have to give the hash is used for navigating to CSS ID. So hash and top, if you write top it will not work, you have to mention hash, because hash is used for the CSS ID and dot is used for the CSS class. So let's refresh our front end, and you can see that our arrow is rendered here. If I click on the arrow, it is taking me to the top like that. Okay, so let's click it again. Let's refresh it one more time. It is taking me quickly because there is some network issue, but it is working. Okay, so if you update in your there is no network issue, so it will work properly. Okay, so our whole sections are now ready. Now just we have left the mobile menu. If I go to the inspect, you can see that we are getting a mobile menu like that, sidebar menu. Okay, so let's make that quickly. So let's close our footer. We don't want to make the footer, and just we have to go to the templates, and from here open the pop-ups. Then here add a new pop-up. Here we're gonna name the pop-up mobile menu and create template. Okay, so for making the pop-up like this, so let's go here, and here we're gonna go to the settings. From here we're gonna choose the fit to screen, then make it left, and this would be center, and here choose the width like that. Then go to the settings, go to the style, and from here we're gonna choose the background color to this. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go to the here, and we're gonna choose an image. Okay, so first we're gonna add the two container here. So the first container is for the image section, so make it full width, go to advanced, remove the padding, drag and drop the image below that, and after that go to here, and we're gonna choose the image from the downloads folder. So let me go to about my downloads, and from here I'm gonna choose this image, open that. Okay, so let's select it. I think this image is not in the WP format. Okay, so this is in the WP. Always use a W web format image because they are loaded fast. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, after that we're gonna make here menu, then drag and drop this WordPress menu. Then after that choose the vertical and make it center like that. So just go to content, here in the underline choose the background, and for the fade choose, there are so many option here, animation, then go to styles, and from here you have to choose the Poppins font, and for the text transform choose the uppercase, and for the text color we're gonna choose the whitish color. Then go to hover here, and here we're gonna choose the pointer color yellow, and this color would be black on hover like that. Then for the pointer color again on active, we're gonna make it like that. Okay, so this is the animation, but I don't like this animation, so let me quickly change the animation, sweep down. Okay, so this is looking good. Okay, so now, so for the mobile what we have to do, in the mobile we don't want the hamburger, so we will keep it none. So let me quickly go to the mobile responsiveness, and we're going to open this in the mobile. Okay, so you can see that in the mobile this is looking like that, but in the mobile I'm going to keep it in the center, and let's go to style, and let's go to drop down, and from here in the drop down section go to the typography. Here I'm going to choose the Poppins font again, and for the background color it will be transparent, and for the text color it will be white, and for the hover the background color will be yellow, text color would be black, and for the active tag will be yellow, and the text color would be black again. Okay, so it is perfectly working. If you want to increase the font and all, you can do that. Okay, so our, let's publish it. So here we don't want to add any condition, just add the entire site and save and close. Okay, so let's get back to this, or you can get back to the mobile part, because we are only opening this menu in the mobile only. So we're gonna add it here. So after that we're gonna uh, add another container below that. Okay, so let's remove this here, and inside this uh, inside choose this, and here add a new container, so it will be automatically add a new container below. So just go to here full width and make it here. So after that we have to add the download CV button and the social icons. So I'm going to copy the download CV button from here. So in Elementor you can copy any section from any part of your website like that. Okay, so let's make it center. Okay, so after that we have to go to the widget, and here we're going to search for social icons. Just drag and drop it here, and here I'm going to add another one more social icon for the LinkedIn. Here you can enter your LinkedIn profile like this. Okay, so just go to the content. Here we have to go to this circle. Okay, and in the style of choose the custom colors, and for the primary color choose the yellow, and for the secondary color choose the black. Now we have to increase the font size little bit, and we have to increase some spacing like that. Okay, so this is also ready. Now just go to this main container, and from here choose the minimum height, go to VH view height and make it 90 view height. And for the container, go to layout, and here we're gonna choose the space between center. If I go here, we're gonna make it in the center. Okay, like that. Okay, so if I go to this here, we're gonna make it 100 width, like that. Okay, so let's update. So just we have to make this cross icon here. So for styling the cross icon, go to the pop-up setting, go to styles. From here, go to the close button, and here choose the color yellow and increase the size, like that. Okay, after that, all sections are now ready. Just update. Okay, so now we have to add the animations to opening. So here add the slide in left and slide out left, and the timing would be 0.8. Slide in left, slide out left, and the timing would be 0.8 seconds. So let's update. So now we have to trigger this on button. So this section, so this header is for the mobile. Now we have, no, this section is for the head desktop. Now we have to make a mobile header. So we don't want to trigger this header in the mobile. So go to advanced, and in the responsiveness we have to hide this header in the mobile. So let's quickly go to the mobile part here, and we're gonna add a new container here. Choose this, go to background color. Here we're gonna choose the background color to this. Okay, so after that, go to advanced, make it full width here, and after that, what you have to do, we have to add a logo. Write the debug entity again, and let's make it white. Okay, so let's add some padding of 30, and padding of 20 from the left, and padding of 20 from the right. Let's make it a yellow color, and for the font, we're gonna choose the Poppins font here. Let's increase the font size like this. Now we're gonna choose the icon, drag and drop the icon, or you can drag and drop from here. Choose this container, go to layout, make it center and space between. Then for this, we're gonna search for bars. Just enter here. Then go to styles, and from here make it white, and make it look like this. So when you click on this icon, that mobile header will appear. So go to this Elementor links, and from here go to the dynamic tags, and here choose the pop-ups. Then go to the setting, and from here search for the pop-up slider mobile menu. Okay, just update. Okay, so let's refresh our front end, and here you can see that it is rendered here, but we don't want to show this in the desktop. So go to the responsive and hide this in the desktop and tablets, so it will be only be visible in the mobile responsiveness. Also, you can add so many breakpoints by going to the Elementor settings, because now in the Elementor Pro you have so much control over the responsiveness of your website. So if I click here, so you can see that our header is working. Okay, not perfectly, but because we have not done the responsiveness part, that's why. Okay, so it is triggering here. Okay, so our all sections are now ready. Just we have to add some animation and also and do the mobile responsiveness. Okay, so let's quickly close all the sections here, and I will show you how you can do the mobile responsiveness of your website. So first, let's go to this, and here you have to just choose the container, and here you have to just let's suppose if you want to change this in the mobile, you have to just go to the here, and just you have to change the styles. Okay, just you have to change the styles according to you, what you have done in the desktop, similarly for the mobile. Okay, like that. And suppose if you want to make it minimum height less, so you can go to the minimum amount. So it will only work for the mobile, it will not do with the desktop. Okay, so let's suppose if I add here 300 or if I add here 500, so it will be only working in the mobile, and all the changes will be only shown in the mobile, it will not affect the desktop part. Okay, so in the similar way you can do this here also, make it center, and for that you can also increase it like that, and go to layout, make it center, or you can go to this container and from here make it center and center. Okay, like that. Suppose if you want to make this in the center, you can make it like that. You can go to this, and from here go to the layout, and here you can make it in the center, so it will be like this in the center. Okay, suppose if you want to add here the gap, so for adding the gap you can go to this container, go to advanced. Here you see that we don't have margin in the left and right direction, so let's add 20, 80, 20. Okay, so like in this way you can add suppose if you want to change here the padding, so you can go here and give this padding like that. Okay, so if you refresh, if you update, so it will be only be reflected in the mobile part. If I go to the desktop part again, so you can see that uh, it is not updating here. So all the mobile changes will appear in the mobile, and it will not affect the any screen part of your website, like in, for the desktop or for the bigger screens. Okay, so I hope you understand how to do the mobile screen. I don't want to show you the whole process. Okay, so now I will show you how you can add the animations in your website. So for adding the animation, what we have to do, suppose I want to add the animations here. So what you have to do, let's choose this image, go to advanced, and from the motion, here you will get the motion effect. Then from here in entrance animation you can add animation, like suppose I want to add the animations here slide in up, or if I want to add here zoom in. So there are so many animation pre-built in the Elementor, just you have to add the delay time. So let's add the 200 delay time, and if I want to show this text after 400 milliseconds, so just choose this text, go to advanced, go to motion effect, and from here add the animation. Suppose I want to add here animation slide in left, and after the delay of 400, because I have added the 200 delay to the image, so I'm giving the 400 millisecond delay to this. So let's update. So let's refresh this. So here you can see that our animation is working perfectly. So in the similar way, if I want to add the animation here also, so let me go here in the choose this text and go to motion effect. Here I will add the slide in up in the 200 milliseconds, and suppose if I want to add the animations here also, click here, and here I'm going to add the zoom in, and after the 400. Suppose if I want to add the animation, the boxes, like the wave effect, so I can give the delay time like that. Slide in up, I will give the time 600 here, and for the second box I will give the delay of 800. So our first box will be rendered first, after that the second box. So in this way it will be look in the wave 600, then I'm gonna give the 800 here, and for the third slide I'm gonna give the 100, 1000, slide in up, and 1000. Okay, so let's update. So I hope you understand how you can add animations in your website. If I add whole animation, so it will, the video will be so long. I don't want to make the video long, so I hope you understand. Okay, so let's see. So you can see that the wave animation is coming. So our whole website is ready, and our whole sections are ready. Also the top to bottom button is working perfectly. And after you do the whole responsiveness part of the mobile, this menu will render perfectly in your mobile screen. Okay, all the sections are also working here. Okay, so I hope you like our video. If you find this video helpful, please share our videos with your friends, like and subscribe our channel, and I'm going to see you next time.